Okay, so this is episode 5 of Beyblade Burst, and this episode's called The Grim Reaper Descends, the Jet Black Deathscyther. So the plot of this episode is that Valto's next opponent is Dyna Korigami. Kensuke has a bad feeling about Dyna's provocation before the match. His bad feelings were correct, as Valto's rush shoot is completely nullified in this match. As Dyna provokes him more and more, Valto becomes unable to perform a rush shoot at all. The episode begins when Wakia is battling some unknown blader, and his new Beyblade is called Wild Wyvern, and yeah, it looks pretty badass. This Beyblade reminds me a lot of Strata Dragoon, the color and the way it's designed. Yeah, so then Wakia wins in 3 seconds. Yeah, 3 seconds, less than Dyna's time. Yeah, and then Nika and Tokonatsu wake up Valto again. They tackled him, and they tell him to get ready for school. And once again, Valto is late for school. Yeah, like Tyson in V-Force. Then Dyna approaches to Valto and the others and says that he's a fan of Valto and his rush shoot. Yeah. And then Dyna asks Valto if they can battle after school. Of course he says yes, and then they do battle. So then Valto tries to use his rush shoot, but then it missed against Deathscyther, and Dyna just wanted to see his rush shoot, and he disassembles his blade. Wow, what a dick move. So then Valto gets pissed off at Dyna, and he tries to use his rush shoot again, but it keeps failing, so he keeps retrying. So while Valto keeps retrying his rush shoot, Rentaro takes Nika and Tokonatsu home. Then Shu finds Valto exhausted and then takes him to his house. And Shu makes this meal for Valto called spaghetti carbonara, and that looks pretty delicious. It's like Max's noodles in G Revolution with the mustard. Yeah, and he asked Valto why he was training so hard, and he said that he couldn't do his rush shoot, and he lost against Dyna at school. Yes, and during that, Kensuke spots Dyna at the hospital because Kensuke's family went there for a puppet show for the kids. And Dyna visits his little brother in the hospital. Yeah, he has a little brother, and his name is Sota, and he's sick. Yeah, this was a homage to Crusher and Monica. Yeah, so once again, I like how they were homaging scenes from the original, and they did it right this time, not copying the same shit like Metal Fusion. And like what Monica said to Crusher, he wishes Dyna luck on his match. So then, the third match of the tournament begins with Valto versus Dyna. So then, in the first round, Dyna wins. And he wins with the over finish, or a stadium out, because Valto screwed up on his launch. Yeah. Then Valto remembers about basics again, and Kerr points out that Valto is pointing his launcher straight instead of lowering his launcher. Yeah, so then the second round starts, and Valto and Dyna both get a burst finish. Yeah. So then, of course, the referee says no points, and then they keep battling. And guess what? Burst finish again. And again. And again. And again. Like 17 times. Then the 18th round starts, and finally the match is settled, with Valto winning against Dyna with the burst finish. And the episode ends with Valto, Rentaro, and Kensuke visit Sota at the hospital, and Dyna apologizes to Valto for what he did to Valkyrie, and Valto asks Dyna to join his Beyblade club. This episode was really good. It was better than the last episode. And we get to see more characters. We get to see Wakia's new Beyblade, and we get to see Balto and Dinah battle, and we find out that Dinah has a little brother. Yeah, so sorry this was a little late because I was busy with stuff and I didn't get the chance to do episode 5. But yeah, so episode 6 and 7 review will be soon. And yeah, so far Beyblade Burst is really good. It's as good as the original trilogy, and much better than Metal Fusion or Metal Shit, Metal Masters or Metal Garbage, Metal Fury or Metal Ass, and Shogun Shit, and the spin-offs. Yeah, so I'm not gonna give a rating yet because I'm still watching the series, but I will give it a rating when the series has concluded, like for season 1, because I know that they're gonna do 2 more seasons, like the original trilogy and the Metal Saga. Yeah, so what did you guys think of this episode? Was it good? Was it okay? Was it bad? Let me guys know. And what do you think of Dinah? Is he a badass like Brooklyn and Tala or Ryuga? Let me guys know. So yeah, make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. The link will be in the description below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe, and like always, I'm out. Peace.